Hey everybody, welcome back. These are some entitled mother-in-laws that need to be tamed like a lion or a bear.
What is the most f***ed up thing an in-law has ever said or done to you?
So these are my wedding pictures. This is my husband.
Okay.
That's a stepmom in white.
She didn't. We've been through this so many times and I'm getting annoyed. You're doing it on purpose, like clearly. Everybody knows, you know, you're not supposed to do that. So she also looks like she's like not happy to be there.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
Like that is the face of a woman that really doesn't want you to marry her stepson. Crazy mother-in-law and I was alone in this convo, but it all started because I didn't want to wash windows outside while pregnant.
Honey, one thing I'm not is pussy.
But you get into my face, like.
Babe, you feel people getting in your face.
Alan, you don't see it.
Babe,
you don't see it. Like, I don't know, you're used to this, but I am not.
you're not used to it because you're not used to your
I'm
parents.
not. Okay, almost like, literally, it goes like that.
You're not used to parents telling you shit.
That's
the thing. I told you.
No,
you were,
that's
you
not
were
the thing. Like,
cradled your feelings
No,
when
you
you
know
were
what?
younger.
I don't care.
I didn't have that luxury. I was
I'm
told.
not changing. I don't change for him. I don't change
I don't
for
want you to change for me. At least just, you say you care so much for your granddaughter, then don't put me through all this emotional stress.
Just do the shit you're supposed to.
All you got, and what she means by that is just tell her.
Freaking communicate. It's
That's
very
it.
easy.
I told you, I'm not
allowed
gonna
to
talk.
work. You don't need to prove
I'm
it.
not-
If you're not
no.
allowed to work, all you have to do is relay the
Okay,
message
first of
to
all,
her.
like
That's
I
it.
told you, okay,
And
you
I
can tell your mom
understand
because
she's
why?
upset, but
Why
also-
did I told you tell your mom because of why?
You can grow up in a household where your parents tell you to do stuff like chores and shit, but not when you're a grown adult. She's pregnant. Mother-in-law should be helping out. End of story.
Goddamn right.
And I also don't like the way that your husband's talking to you either. Tell me you're a mom's boy without telling me.
Crazy ex-mother-in-law. Mine used to refer to me with the N-word to let you know what she thought of me. So I separate from her son, and there's a weekend she calls me up and she wants to take her granddaughter out, which, you know, my daughter. I told her no, because I had other plans that weekend, and that was on a Friday. That Monday, that woman was in court. She went to court and she told the court that she knew I was killing people while I was at work, that the companies that I worked for were in on it and they were okay with it. She also told the court that she believed I was buying and selling drugs. She also told the court she believed I was selling myself. She also told the court that she knew I was bipolar, that I was schizophrenic, that I was delusional, and a whole plethora of other wild accusations. And you know the reason she did that? She was asking for full custody of my daughter. That happened in 2012. We're in 2020 now. She lost that lawsuit. She hasn't stopped suing me. Back-to-back lawsuits. I think we're on like lawsuit number 23.
Bruh, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Right off with that shit. Gotta be careful who you marry, you know what I mean? Honestly, at this point, like if I didn't absolutely love my boyfriend's mom, genuinely love her, like she's just such a wonderful person. Her name's Karen, by the way. Her name's Karen.
Ironic.
Wonderful person. Love her. Top notch. She's like my second mom. If I didn't like her, it would be a no from me. Sorry, Mike. Love you a lot, but I also really love your family, so. His family's great. They're so funny. We just get together and fart. You go, girl. Don't judge your mother-in-law until you've walked a day in her shoes. I see what you did there. For the record, those would be very hard to walk in. Like, come on, you'd trip. You'd be tripping, and she's probably tripping. You know what I mean?
Are you tripping?
Mine doesn't wear shoes. She expects her son to carry her. Oh! This was a good one. Very funny. And like, not even an exaggeration. Am I the a-hole for calling the police on my mother-in-law? Absolutely not. I don't even know what you wrote yet, but anyways. I, 28 female, got married to my husband, 34 male, a week ago. We got engaged about a year ago, and when I was engaged, my mother gave me a pair of earrings, which she said every woman for generations in our family has worn to their weddings. They are 4-carat dangling earrings, and they are worth a lot. I felt very honored to be given them, and it made me feel closer to my grandmother, who had died 2 months prior. About 3 months after that, I went wedding dress shopping with my mother, my sister, and my fiance's mother. I brought all the jewelry that I would be wearing to my wedding to see how they would match the dresses. When I put the jewelry on, my mother-in-law kept going on and on about how gorgeous the earrings were. Oh, I know where this is going.
Elementary.
I found the dress of my dreams and bought it. On the day of my wedding, I had everything ready in my room. My wedding dress, my flowers, my shoes, my makeup, and my jewelry. I was in there with my soon-to-be mother-in-law. I then needed to go to the toilet, but when I came back, my mother-in-law was gone, and let me guess, so were the earrings. I wasn't sure what had happened, but I just thought maybe she got called away to do something. Then I noticed my earrings were gone. Je téléphone à la police! I knew straight away that she had taken them. I found her and confronted her, and she said she didn't take them. I asked if I could look through her bag, and she said no, and I gripped onto it. I said if she didn't let me look, I would call the police, which I then did, and she still wouldn't let me look. The police arrived and searched her, and the earrings were found in her bag.
I was set up.
I like how she let the police show up before she gave the earrings back. How did you think this was gonna go? They were returned to me and they asked if I wanted to press charges. I wanted to talk to my fiance first and he said he would support me if I wanted to. I didn't want to decide in that moment, so I just ignored it and had a great night. That was a week ago, and ever since then, I've been getting loads of threatening messages and calls from my husband's side of the family. Why? Did you steal something? My mother-in-law has been sending me extremely hateful texts, and I think I want to press charges, but I'm still not sure if it's a good idea. She can't send you hateful texts from jail. What? Maybe they can. They also have TikTok in jail, so it could be possible for them to send a text. However, she not only stole from you, she's now harassing you and threatening you. 3 crimes. She will go to jail.
Right to jail, right away.
Not the a-hole. Something to consider if you don't press charges. She/they will pretend it never happened after a short time. Once she thinks she got away with it, she and the people harassing you will start saying you made up the story of her getting caught stealing. I'm sorry, did no one witness the police coming to your wedding? Was that just a fever dream?
No witnesses?
I've dealt with people like this. Good luck. Edit, forgot to mention the harassment/threatening messages need to be reported as well. Is what I'm saying. 3 crimes, not just one. Not a-hole. She is a very big gaping a-hole. Why is it always the mother-in-law? There's a reason why they call them monster-in-laws.
So these are my mother-in-law's reasons as to why she doesn't like me.
Okay.
My husband went to West Point. So proud of him. I went to a university in Texas and got my degree in education. While my husband became a military officer, I became a teacher. Since I am a teacher, I do not make a lot of money, and to her, that is just not a person that is progressing in life and doing well for themselves. I've been with my husband for 6 years and we've been married 2. I've only met my mother-in-law twice, and that was in the beginning when we first started dating. And from that brief time, she decided I wasn't worthy of my husband's love. When it came time to my husband wanting to propose, she told him to choose a relationship with her or a marriage with me, and he chose.
Period. I always find it weird when the mother gives the ultimatum that's choose a lifetime of happiness or your mother. Yes, she's your mother, but you can't really equate a spouse to your mother. After a certain point, if you're a mama's boy, it gets a little sad.
Mom.
Also, why the ultimatum? A teacher is a perfectly respectable job, especially for someone who's a military officer, you know? My aunt married a military officer. She had to stay home a lot and take care of the kids. There's not a lot of careers that would allow you to be with a military officer who's, if I'm assuming, probably never at home. I'm not sure what she expects. She expects her son to marry her instead.
Go away, Sigmund Freud.
That's what she expects. I know it's kind of weird, but I'm right.
So I'm going to tell you guys about the time that my mother-in-law threw a tantrum when I wouldn't give her my very first paycheck, and when she complained to my husband about me not combining my bank account with hers. So as all you guys know, my husband is Indian. His whole family's Indian. Obviously, culturally, we have a few different views. So in my husband's family, him, his mom, his dad, his sister, they all have a combined bank account. And at the time, they would literally take money out of my husband's account. They'd put money in. They'd question him on his transactions. It's just something that I didn't really agree with. But again, it's not my family and I'm not going to question it. You guys do what you want to do. When I got my very first paycheck for my first big girl job, they kept harassing me for days after. Where is it? How much money was it? Why haven't you given it to us yet? It's your duty to give it to us. And I very calmly explained to them, listen, this is your culture and that's cool, but I don't do that, and I'm not going to. I just had a daughter, we really could have used the money, and we were moving soon, so there would be no point for me to give you my first paycheck. Well, they went behind my back a couple months later and complained to my husband that I was not joining their bank account with them. Of course I wasn't. This is my money that I earn, and I'm not going to have you question all of my transactions. But this continued to be a fight for months after because they didn't really fully comprehend why I didn't want to share my bank account with all of them.
Because you don't need to give them your money. I'm sorry, that's your money. Family and money do not mix. I don't like it. I've never liked it. I'm not going to start now.
Story time about my narcissistic mother-in-law and our wedding. So to this day, my mother-in-law complains that she was treated like at our wedding, her reasoning being that she didn't get enough attention paid to her and I didn't speak to her enough at the reception. Weddings are stressful as it is for a bride and they're super busy, but my wedding day wasn't easy. I was woken up by my mom banging on my door, telling me that my sister there was something really wrong with her and she has really severe cerebral palsy. So I went in there, my sister wasn't breathing at all. She was completely unresponsive and I literally thought she was dead. Luckily, she came back to right when we were about to start CPR, but I was immediately rushed off to do my hair and my makeup and photos because we were behind. And then again at the reception, my sister got really sick. And so I wasn't even at my whole reception because I was worried about her and checking up on her. And my mother-in-law doesn't care about that. She just cares that she was wronged. She doesn't even care that I didn't get the day I wanted. It was all about her.
Very sorry to hear all of that. That's traumatizing. Where was your mother-in-law when all of this stuff was happening with your sister? Was she like partying and having like fun at the wedding? You know, if she wanted to spend time with you and she wanted to be in your presence, she could have helped out. Just saying.
I'm the real victim here.
I'll ask now if anyone has reason these two should not be joined in holy matrimony. Please speak now or forever hold your peace.
Here we go. Mom, where are you going?
Well, I can't hold my peace, so I'm leaving.
Okay, carry on, Pastor.
Go, Mark! I'm sorry? You're gonna go on without me here?
Yeah.
Mom, you're interrupting.
Yeah.
Leave or sit down and be quiet. Now. Babe, somebody's getting lucky tonight.
It do be like that. It do. Why was there an elf at your wedding? Who's that? Who's the elf? Who does that represent? The secondhand embarrassment. My favorite kind.
My son just posted on Instagram that he has a girl at his house and I think she slept over. So we're heading over right now to go meet her.
Oh. Mortified. No. What the hell?
Hi guys! How are you? Happy Mother's Day!
That's not funny. Why'd you do that? You trying to scare her away? Is that what you're doing? I get, yeah. You did. You did. I think that's what you wanted. Those are some mother-in-laws that need to be tamed and I'm the one that's doing the taming.